What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing all right. So we finally get to do these little reteaches. So hopefully this goes well. And of course, I'll be available to answer any questions if you guys have any. As you are looking through this video, you can always let me know if you have anything you want to clarify. I'll also be available for office hours as well. And so just let me know, again, just what works best for you. And if you need any help with these guys, for example, you just email me or you message me on Remind saying, I don't get it. Can you explain a little more? That's perfectly fine by me. So I'll go ahead and start here. So I'm sort of going to go alphabetical order. I'm actually going to go in the order that they have here. And so, of course, using the image above, find the measure of the following angles. You may need to find them in any order. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with angle A. So angle A here. If I see this 130 degree angle measure here, these two angles make a straight angle. So what that means is they add up to 180 degrees. So 130 plus A gets me 180. So in order to solve for A, I need to subtract 130 from both sides. And so I get A is equal to 50 degrees. So very straightforward there. Nothing too fancy. So it's going to be 50 degrees. So now we're going to go to angle B. Now, since we just figured out that angle A is 50 degrees, we're going to use that to our advantage here. Because if we see in this little shape, it's a triangle. And if it's a triangle, that means that by the triangle angle sum theorem, I'm going to type that real quick. Here. Triangle angle sum theorem. All those three angles are going to add up to 180 degrees. So, over here, I got 100 plus 50 plus B is equal to 180. So I'm going to go over here. 150 plus B is equal to 180. So to finish up, subtract 150 from both sides. And so I get B is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. Moving forward, I'm going to go to angle C here. Angle C. Again, we see another set of a straight angle. So we got a straight angle here. So 160 plus C is equal to 180. We got to subtract 160 from both sides. So C is equal to 20 degrees here. So I'm actually going to write these out. I forgot. So this is 30 degrees. C, what we just found, is 20 degrees. So keep going here. Now, angle D. We are only able to find angle D when we have angle C, because if we notice, I'm going to show a different color because why not? I have access to it. Then angle C and angle D are actually related. And what kind of angles are these? These are corresponding angles. I'm going to circle D and C. So these are corresponding. So that means because they're in the same location and we have lines that are parallel, these angles are going to be congruent. So if C is 20, that means D is also 20 degrees. Okay. Going to angle E. Now, angle E we actually can't get right now. However, we can get angle F. Because if we hopefully see here, angle F and 100 degrees, there's a relationship between the two. These are vertical angles because they make that X and they're right across from each other in that X. So if that's 100 degrees, F is also 100 degrees. Now, why can we use F to find E? Well, hopefully we see here that F and E, they're also corresponding here. So there's actually multiple ways that we can get F and, well, angle E in particular. We can use F because, again, we have parallel lines. So angle F and angle E are going to be the same. So that means it's also 100. But even before we get angle F, we can also use this 100 degrees because, again, if we notice, parallel line, I know it stops here. But you can actually keep going with this line if you really wanted to. So you can extend it. And hopefully we see that this angle and this angle are opposite sides of the transversal, which is right down the middle. So These are also alternate interior angles. There's alternate interior angles. There can also be corresponding with the F as well. And so that's how we go through this question. So it's a lot of math, but it's a lot of simple math. It's just basically like, does it add up to 180? Or is it supplementary, or are they congruent? There's nothing else that we really need to like work on. It's just knowing the relationships and understanding how to get each thing. Okay. So now, since I've written a lot of these out, let's go through these together. So angle D and H, that's over here. These are angles that are right next to each other and they make a straight line. So what does that mean? It's a straight angle. Now, 100 degrees and angle E. This is what I was saying earlier. These make alternate interior angles because if you were to extend this black line here, that would be another set of parallel lines. And so 100 and E are across from each other on the transversal, and they're in between the two parallel lines. So this is an alternate interior angles set. I and J is right here. So 100 and F are vertical. Well, that also means that I and J are also vertical because they're right across from each other in the X. And then lastly, angle C and angle D. So angle C, angle D, that's going to be great here. These are corresponding. We just figured that out. Angle E and angle I. This is a tricky one, but we keep in mind again, it's between the parallel lines. And unlike 100, the E is on the same side as I. So when you think same side, you just think same side interior angles. So that should be there. And lastly, angles I and F. Once again, they make a straight line. So therefore, they are straight angles. Now, before I move on, I'm just going to confirm something. These 5 angles right here, these are what we call the geometric angle relationships. You might have seen that in your Chapter 3 test and wondered, what the heck are geometric angle relationships? And I understand that was a little complicated. But these 3 here, supplementary, congruent, complementary, these are what we call angle measurement relationships because they're talking about the angle measures. So these are completely different from these 5. So when we're talking about geometric relationships, we're talking about the first 5 here. Okay. So as you can see, straight, alternate, vertical, corresponding, same side interior, and straight angles. We can also confirm here, 50, 30, 20, 20, 100, 100. So again, let me know if you have any questions. You can always go back and forth with this video, and hopefully this helps. Bye-bye.